Okay, we're going to do writing the equation of a line. Let's repeat a couple of terminologies first before we move on with the problem. So question number 1, the form y is equal mx plus b is called slope-intercept. So this format of equation is used to draw the graph with method of slope-intercept, mx plus b. Okay. When a linear equation in two variables, here is two variables, 1 and 2 variables, is written in this form, then m is the slope and b is intercept. Okay. So, question number 2. If we have y is equal 5x plus 8, so that's the same format as y is equal mx plus b, right? Then what is going to be slope? Slope is going to be 5 because m is a coefficient of x. So here coefficient of x is 5. And what is going to be the intercept? Intercept is going to be available term, which is b. Just like here, b. Yeah, the color is not the best. Let me put this one, otherwise it's not seen. I'll tell you what, let me clean this first. And I will use this color B, which is better seen. 8, and we use B. Okay. So the intercept is is 0 and 8 because intercept is a coordinate. That's why we put in the format of coordinate always. So 8 is our y. Why is it? Because when x is equal 0, we get y is equal 5 times 0 plus 8, which means y is equal 0. And the coordinate is going to be 0 and 8. So what you do with your finger, you can close this 5x, okay, and you will see y is equal 8. So 0, 8. Question number 3. Y is equal negative 10x. So in this case, slope is going to be equal what? Coefficient of x, right? Negative 10. And y-intercept, it's going to be equal what? 0, 0. Because we don't have anything, which means plus 0, yes? Okay. Question number 4. What is going to be? 6x plus y minus 2 is equal 0. Okay, to find here slope and intercept, we need to bring in the form of slope-intercept. And slope-intercept form is y is equal mx plus b, right? Which means we have to find y from this equation. So what we do, we move this negative 2 on this side, we move 6x on this side, and we get y is equal. See, 6x is positive. Once we move, it's going to become negative 6x. Negative 2 is negative, which we turn will come positive 2. All right? And this will be our slope-intercept format. So from here, our slope is going to be negative 6. And our intercept, I want to choose some more interesting color that will talk to this other color, this one. Yeah, that's better. So our slope, coefficient of x, which is negative 6, and our intercept, y-intercept, is going to be what? That's right, coordinate 0 and 2. Number 5. We have 6x minus 5y equals 7. Again, we are going to use this, let me see, this format. So we need to find y from here. We get negative 5y is equal negative 6x, because 6x is positive, and once I'm moving, it becomes negative, plus 7. Okay, dividing by negative 5, because we need y by itself, and we are getting y is equal positive 6 over 5x and minus 7 over 5. Okay, so what do? Our slope is going to be 6 over 5, and our intercept is going to be negative 7 over 5. Okay, so slope is coefficient of x, 6 over 5, and y-intercept is available term. That means the term that doesn't have x or y, any variable. Negative 7 over 5. Next one, 6. So coordinate is going to be, let me put 0, negative 7 over 5. Okay, next one. Okay, now we have in different form, m is equal 3, and point, negative 3, and 0. So what do we have in this form, in this case? M is equal 3, what does that mean? That means it's our slope is equal 3. Yes? And the point, negative 3 and 0, which means we need to find the equation here of the line that has the slope 3 and passes through the given point, this given point. Passes through this given point. Okay, well, let's do it. We know that y is equal, slope-intercept form is y is equal mx plus b. Okay, let's see. Since we have negative 3, 0 coordinate, negative 3 is x, and 0 is y, right? And m is given. So let's write down y is 0 equal m is 3 times x is negative 3, right? And plus b. We need to find b, correct? Okay, so 0 is equal negative 9 plus b. If I move this negative 9 on this side, I'm getting positive 9 is equal b. So if my b is 0, 9, then how it will look the equation then? So equation will look like y is equal, my m is 3 times x, and plus b is 9. 3x plus b. And this is our equation. Okay? All right. Let me move this solution also on this side so we can be more organized. That's right. Okay. Okay, this way is more organized written. Number 7. We have m is equal -6, and we have coordinates 5 and 7. So we are going to do the same way, exactly same way we did the previous one, which means this is our x, this is y. So to write in the format mx plus b, y is our 7 is equal, m is -6 times x is positive 5, right? And plus b. Okay, 7 is equal -30 plus b. All right, once I move it, -30 move on this side, it will be positive, right? So 7 plus 30, it's going to be 37 plus equal b. So we have b, we have m. So how will look like our equation? So our equation is going to be y is equal -6x and plus 37. This is how we're going to look our equation. Next one. So question number 8. For an equation of the line that has the slope m is equal 2/3 and passes through point 3 and 6. Okay, same way. What's the equation of the line? Well, let's do the same way. So y is 6 is equal 2/3 times x. And we again using this form. Y is equal mx plus b. So m is 2/3 and x is, okay, let me clean. My x is how much? Is 3, right? And plus b. Okay. So what do we get? 2/3 times 3. Well, when we have 3, that means we represent as a 3/1, right? Okay. So I represent as a 3/1, and when we multiply, we get numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. 3 and 3 is gone, we get 2 only. So this is equal (6) is equal to plus b. And moving to on this side, it's going to be negative. 6 minus 2 is equal b, and 4 is equal b. So which means b is equal 4. And from here, our equation is going to be y is equal 2/3, it's our slope x, plus 4. Okay? All right. Question number 9. All right, this time we are going to write equation of the line passing through 2 points, 1 and -8, and -3 and 4. Okay, so what did we learn so far? So we can write equation given slope and point, right? Slope and point. Okay, here in our case we don't have slope, but we have 2 points. Now, question for you. Can we find slope given 2 points? I can hear how you are saying yes. And that's right, you are correct. By using the formula, m is equal y2 minus y1, remember? x2 minus x1. So here we have x1, y1, x2, y2. All right. So that is going to be equal 4, y2 is 4, minus -8, and -3 minus 1. All right. How much we are going to get? We are going to get 4 plus 8, it's going to be 12, divided by -4, it's going to be -3. That's right. Our m is going to be -3. All right, so what we have left to find? Our y-intercept, correct? So to find y-intercept, we have m, right? We already have our m, which is -3. And we need some point. So which point I will use doesn't matter. Can be first point, 1, -8, or can be second point, -3, 4. Well, I'm taking second one, just for the heck of it. All right. So y, we are using y2, which is 4, is equal, m is equal -3 times x2 is going to be -3 and plus b. So what do we have? 4 is equal +9 plus b. And from here, once I move 9 on this side, I get -9 plus 4 is equal +b, right? And the result is b is equal -5. All right, we have our b. Where is it? We have our b, and we have our slope. Let me do here also our the b. It's a slope. I mean it's the intercept, and m we have it. That's a 2/3. And here also our intercept is 37, and slope is -6, right? And same thing here, b is 9, and slope is 3. Okay. So the graph is going to look like y is equal, our slope is -3 times x, and then -5. b is the -5. So this is our equation. Okay, moving to question number 10. We get 2, -5, and -2 and 7. All right. So let's see how we are doing. The same way, So m is equal 7 minus negative 5, which is y2 minus y1, right? And x is negative 2 minus 2. So we have 7 plus 5, and here is negative 4, 12 over negative 4, and is equal negative 3. Okay? All right. So now next we need to find the b, value of b, y-intercept. So this time I'm using x1 and y1. So what do we have? y1 is negative 5 is equal m is negative 3 times x1 is 2 plus b. Negative 5. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6 plus b. Moving negative 6 on this side. So negative 5 plus 6 is equal b. And we get 1 is equal b. Okay, so equation is equal, y is equal negative 3 times x and plus 1. So we plugged 1 as a b, right? And we plugged negative 3 as a slope. Moving to next question, question number 11. We have 2 points again. We have 1, comma, 12 over 35. And we have 5 and 8 over 7. Let me rewrite. Okay, so we are going to work the same way. Given 2 points, we need to find what? We need always our slope, and we need our available term, which is our y-intercept. To find m, we are going to use these both points. So let's start working on it. M is equal 8 over 7 minus 12 over 35 and 5 minus 1. Okay, well, let me do some drafting here. 8 over 7 minus 12 over 35. Common denominator is 35, right? 7 and 35, because 35 you can divide by 7, and you can 35 you can divide by 35. So how much is 35 divided by 7? It's 5, which means I have to multiply 7 by 5, correct? Okay. Multiplying by 5, multiplying by 5. And what do we get? 35, I don't touch it because we have 35. I get 40 over 35 minus 12 over 35. And we get 40 minus 12. 40 minus 10 is 30. 30 minus 2, it's going to be 28 over 35. Okay, so we get 28 over 35. Can we reduce anyhow? Of course we can, by 7. This by 7 is going to be 4. Reduce 28 by 7 is going to be 4. Reduced by 7 it's going to be 5. Yes? 4 over 5. All right. So we are getting 4 over 5 Let me clean this. We don't need any more. 4 over 5, and that is divided by 4. Okay, well, let's divide. 4 over 5 divided by 4 is equal 4 over 5 times 1 over 4. I will put at the end of the video the reference to the multiplication, division of addition, subtraction of fractions. So this is gone with this, and we are getting 1/5. We got what? We got our slope is 1 over 5. Next, we need to find our y-intercept. So I'm using second point. So my y is 8 over 7 is equal 1 over 5 times x is 5, right? I'm using this one, y2, x2. And what else we have? Yeah, plus b. We need to find b. Okay, so 8 over 7 is equal 1 over 5 times 5 over 1, because 5 is 5 over 1, right? Plus b. So this 5 and this 5 is gone. We get 8 over 7 equal 1 plus b. All right, moving here. What do we get? Negative 1 plus 8 over 7. 8 over 7, if we convert, it's going to be 1 and 1/7, right? Which means you divide 8 by 7, right? It's going to be, here it is, 8 divided by 7. It's going to be 1 time. Remainder is 1, because 8 minus 7 is 1. And denominator is 7. 1 and 1/7. Okay. So, equal b. So, negative 1 plus 1 and 1/7 is going to be 1/7. Indeed, 1 and 1/7 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, it's gone, so we have left is only 1/7, right? So 1/7 is equal b. This is our y-intercept. So the equation is looking like our slope is 1/5 x and plus 1 over 7. All right. So let me shrink a little bit. We went spread it too much. Okay, much better like that. Okay, moving to question number 12. What are we getting here? So now we are going to work out different way. We are given the line of equation, the graph, the line of equation, and we need to find the equation based on the graph. All right, let's do it. First one. Second one. Okay, if this is 8, assuming one point is here, marking down, it's given these 2 points to use. This is 8, let's say, and the other point is 5 and 6. If this is my 5, this is my 6, so my 5 will be somewhere here. Okay, 6 and 5, and this is my second point. Okay, and looks like my graph is going to be like this. There we go. All right, So the graph is given like this, and we need to find our points on this graph and figure out how the equation will look like. All right, let's start working. So first point we see is what? 0 and 8. And second point we see on the graph is 5 and 6. X is 5, Y is 6. Okay. Let me double check the point. Yes, 5 and 6 and 0, 8. Correct. I picked correct points on the graph. All right. We need to identify the equation, how equation look like. So what do? First, we need to find our m, right? Same way. The rest is going to do the same way we did previous problems. M is equal. Now, this time I'm going to go y1 minus y2. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So this time I'm doing y1 minus y2, x1 minus y2 to show that doesn't matter which pair you start with, a pair of coordinates. So let's see, 8 minus 6, 0 minus 5. Only one thing you have to keep in mind. If you start with y1, then you have to start with x1 also. You cannot start with y1 and in denominator start with x2. That would be absolutely wrong. You have to keep the pair together. If you do y1 minus y2, then you have to have x1 minus x2, okay? So we are getting 2 over negative 5. All right. So we got our slope. Next, we need to find out our y-intercept. Okay, for y-intercept, I'm going to take first point, 0 and 8. So y is 8 is equal. The slope is negative 2 over 5x. And then, negative 2 over 5 times 0 right, and plus b. So we get to negative 2 over 5 times 0, it's going to be 0, and our b is going to be equal 8. Okay, question number 13. All right, so what do we have? We need to draw the graph, and based on that graph, given graph, and based on that graph, we need to find equation. So we know that one point is located here, 0, 0. Another one is positive 5, negative 4. So if this is 5, so this will be approximately negative 4. Okay. There we go. This is how graph looks like. Now, based on given graph, we need to find our equation. Okay, So our the coefficient, I mean our coordinate is 0, 0 and 5 and negative 4. Okay, so we are doing the same way. M is equal, I take 0 first, 0 minus negative 4 and 0 minus 5. It's going to be positive 4 over negative 5. Negative 4 over 5. Okay, that's our intercept. I mean our slope. And our y-intercept, I'm plugging 0, is equal negative 4 over 5 times 0 is equal b, which means b is equal 0. And what does that mean? Every time b is equal 0, our graph is going to go through the center, 0, 0. Remember that. Every time when you see graph is running through the center of rectangular coordinate, system of coordinate, your b is equal 0. Because what is b? B is showing how much graph is shifted up, is shifting down. When it's going through 0, then b is definitely equals 0. So from here, our the equation for the graph is going to be y is equal negative is equal negative 4 over 5 x. That's it. You can put plus 0, but it doesn't do anything. Okay? All right. Question number 14. So, the graph is given, not graph, this time is given slope-intercept form. So what is that? Y is equal negative 4 over 5x minus 2. Negative 4 over 5x minus 2. Now, use this equation. We need to draw the line. How we are going to draw this line? First of all, let me build the graph, a graphing system. Okay. Next. Okay. So, first step, we always start with our b, which is y-intercept, 0, negative 2. Okay? We always start step 1. This is step 1. And then, actually, hold on, I use this color for slope. Here it is. And this is our y-intercept. So step 1, our y-intercept. And step 2 is our slope. Let's see how we're gonna do. So we start with negative 2, always. We always start with our y-intercept, available term. So negative 2, this is 1, this is 2, this is negative 2. This is first step. Next, second step, I'm going to use slope. Let me explain to you this slope. What does that mean when I have negative 4 over 5? First of all, negative 4 over 5, it's the same thing if I write down negative 4 over 5 or I write down 4 over negative 5. Why is that? Because fractional line, this fractional line, nothing else but division. That means 4 divided by 5. Now, we know that negative divided by positive or positive divided by negative, it's the same negative. That's why it doesn't matter where to put. Actually, based on convenience. Sometimes it's convenient to use numerator negative, sometimes it's convenient to use denominators as a negative. And sometimes it's when it's positive, I guess when case come I will explain. So it doesn't matter which one you use. All right, so I have negative 2. Now I have to build, I'm taking negative 4 over 5. Why I'm taking this? Because if I take 4 over negative 5, I have to go 4 up, so I didn't leave space there, right? Now, what does that mean, 4 over 5, negative 4 over 5? The denominator that shows here, it's always run horizontally. Negative 4, the number in numerator, always running vertically. Okay, so we start always with running, or you can go by at the either horizontal case, or you can go by vertical case also, doesn't matter. All right, so I'm taking first the vertical case, which is from negative 2. I'm going down by negative 4, starting from negative 2. So 1, let me see, negative 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. So from negative 2, once I went down by the 4, I got to negative 6. And then I have to go horizontally by positive 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. Coming by positive 5. My points are right here. Okay, I have these 2 points. One point is y-intercept. The other point is slope. That helped me the slope to find that second point. And my graph is gonna look like this. And this is my graph. Okay, moving to next one. So question number 15. Question number 15, we have y is equal 9x. Okay. So when we have y is equal 9x, that means we understand that y-intercept is going to be 0, right? Okay, let's build the graph. So our intercept is, the y-intercept is 0, which means we start from here, 0, right? That's a step 1. That means 0, 0. And 9 is going to be slope. So when we have 9, slope is 9, we understand 9 over 1, which means I'm going up by 9, and here it is, vertically and horizontally. So I'll tell you what, let me move this a little bit down. Okay. because I have to go up by 9. I didn't have enough space. Okay, so this is my 0. Now let's go up by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9, and we go positive 1. This is going to be positive 1. Right here. Let me clean this 9. I write down 9 on this side. So this is my 1. Okay, there we go. This is our graph, and the graph is going to look like thank you. We got it. Right? Question number 16. So what we are given, write an equation of the line containing the given point and perpendicular to the given line. Okay, given point 0, 9, and the 2x plus 3y is equal 7. How are we gonna work this out? We need to find the equation that goes through this point, and it is perpendicular. Okay? First thing, we need to find y in the format mx plus b. Correct? All right. So y is equal 3y is equal negative 2x plus 7. Correct? I move 2x on this side. Okay, so then I have to divide by 3 everywhere. This is gone, and I am getting y is equal negative 2/3 of x plus 7 over 3. Okay, so from here, what we are going to use, we are going to figure out that our slope is going to be negative 2 over 3. Yes? Okay. So, if our slope is negative 2 over 3, then for perpendicular line, we know already that the slope is going to be reciprocal, right? Which means we're going to get y is equal reciprocal, meaning you flip the fraction and you flip the sign also. So negative will become positive, and 2 over 3 will become 3 over 2x. And since we have 0, 9, what is 0, 9? That's a coordinate of y-intercept, because if it would be have any other value, let's say, of this coordinate, let's say 3 and 9, then we couldn't insist that it's a y-intercept, because you have value of x. And value of y-intercept always have x is 0, remember? Yeah, why? Because of coordinate, it's always on y, x is 0. That's why. Because we have 0 in as an x, that's why we identify it as a intercept. So if this is our intercept, which means it's our b, then we don't go any further and just plug our plus 9. And that's it. And we are getting the equation, that is equation of the line that is perpendicular to given equation 2x plus 3y equal 7. Okay? And the very last one, now see in the problem number 17, it's not given intercept, it's given real point. So 3 and negative 5. Okay, and equation 5x minus 4y is equal 7. So, first step, what we are going to do, again, we need to find our y, yes? So 5x minus 4y is equal 7. This one, make it red, because that's what we found it. Okay, so we need to find y. Negative 4y is equal negative 5x plus 7. And we divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. This is gone. And y is equal 5 over 4x minus 7 over 4. Okay? All right. So this is, we found the form of y is equal mx plus b. Now what we are going to do from here? All right. So we are going to use from m is equal y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. From here, I can arrive to y2 minus y1 is equal m times x2 minus x1. Okay, now here it's given y2, y1, x2, x1 because we usually use 2 points. But because we have only 1 point, 3 and negative 5, I can write down y minus y1, leave only 1 point, equal m times x minus x1. Yes? Okay. Well, let's see what we're going to do. I'm using my value of these points. All right. So what do I get? Y minus my y1 is negative 5. Well, I don't know why am I continuing in red color since I'm already moving to solving. So y minus negative 5 is equal, my m is how much is my m? Positive 5 over 4, right? Is positive 5 over 4. So it's going to be 5 over 4 x minus x1 is 3. So from here we get y plus 5 equal 5 over 4 x minus 3. Okay, let's simplify here, see what we get. So we get y plus 5 equal 5 over 4x minus 5 times 5 over 4 times 3, because it's whole number, so it's going to go on the top. So y plus 5 is equal 5 over 4 minus 15 over 4. Yes? All right. 5 over 4x. So let me move this 5 on this side, combine like terms. Y is equal 5 over 4x minus 15 over 4 minus 5. Okay, since these two are like terms and both of them negative, so we need to add, right? 15 over 4 plus 5. So we get here y is equal 5 over 4x, and we end up with, we put minus, but we are adding because both of them are negative. Remember that? Negative, negative gives us positive, but sign is negative, right? So 15 over 4 plus 5. 15 over 4, how much is it? 15 divided by 4, it's going to be 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Remainder is 3. 3 over 4. And then plus 8. We get 8 and 3 over 4. So since I don't like mixed fraction, I don't know why. Because when you are going to the store, you don't tell them, give me 17 over 5 pounds of cheese, right? You tell them, give me 2.5 or 2 and something or whatever weight you want, pound of cheese. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to convert now back to improper. For me, I would keep it 8 and 3/4. But because it's required to use improper fraction, we convert back into improper fraction. So 8 times 4 is 32, and 32 plus 3, it's going to be 35. So the y-intercept is going to be 35 over 4. Here we got our the intercept is negative 35 over 4, and our slope is 5 over 4. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching, and my next recording is gonna be practicing exercises for the exam.